Mental toughness. To me, it's how you behave and handle tough situations, tough challenges, mental stress in general. How do you handle your losses? How do you behave when your game plans get thrown to the left? What do you do when you get punched in the mouth? You get pushed around and bullied? Can you stay composed? Can you have integrity and high character? So many strength coaches and basketball coaches talk about mental toughness, but never really explain it or teach it. You might be wondering, well, why is this really important? Like, not that deep. But really, this plays a huge role with your self-discipline. So many people are controlled by the feeling. They avoid difficult times. They give up and quit on everything. They just lack self-discipline. If you can be a little bit mentally tougher, you can easily pass those people. It's the diligence and the discipline that win. It's two main factors to making someone mentally tough: experiences and being taught through strategic teaching and training. Life, that's probably the greatest teacher we ever had. It shows no mercy at all. Whether you lose a loved one, some tragic experience happen, or a global pandemic, life will test you at random times that adds to your experience. You have times where your team will go against a bigger, better, and stronger team. You're getting blown out and feel embarrassed. Or you're down a few teammates because of injuries. You are so tired and drained from school, practice, training session, parents getting on your nerves, friends being fake and changing up on you. All of these experiences leave us physically, mentally, emotionally drained. There's a difference between that and strategic teaching. It's when your coach, trainer, or parent place you in a stressful situation for your benefit or your growth. Or they can just talk to you and give you game behind what to do, how to handle and act in those moments, and treat it as a teaching moment. It's best, in my opinion, to give a blend of both. Two parts of building mental toughness. For me, it comes down to being mentally strong and your mental diet. So I'm thinking about mental strength, that's more of an action, and your mental diet, it's more of the thought and perspective to have behind it. So when I say your strength, I'm thinking about things that can add weight to your mental bar. The same way your body needs more physical weight and stress to become stronger, your mind needs that same thing to become even stronger. And not all stress is bad. Say you're excited about the first tryouts, your first game, getting into the playoffs, whatever. It's all good stress to have. And as you grow and expose yourself to higher levels of stress, let's say a game winner in the 5-on-5 open court versus the game winner championship game, you become mentally stronger and tougher through each level. But just like lifting weights isn't enough to become stronger physically, you have to have a good diet for your body too. The same thing goes for your mind. You can't feed yourself fear, doubt, lazy thoughts, or even thoughts of quitting. That makes you become weaker or just stagnant at best. So with these steps, I think the last two are probably the most important, and the rest of them really feed into it. Number one thing is to take responsibility and accountability and focus on your reaction to the problem. You can't always control what happens, but you can control your reaction and how you handle it. Sometimes you can do everything right, but things will still go wrong. Your shot's feeling good when you're in the gym, but you just keep missing. Or you play perfect defense, but they still killing you and making those shots. Your teammates are messing up, but you step up and you take responsibility for it. You take accountability for it and you react the right way. This is a part of leadership and management on how you develop those skills, which kind of leads me to my step number 2. Focus on the solution and and not just focus on the problem. Life happens, man. But the quicker you can shift from focusing on the problem to figuring out how to get the answer is a powerful thing to do. So you're playing in the game and you keep getting your shot blocked every time you drive in. Instead of keep driving in trying to figure out some crazy way to finish over them, you adjust and try to find a solution to the problem, and you start pulling up for a mid-range or you take a floater. Or if you're in an argument with someone, instead of continuing to go back and forth with them, you take a second and you start attacking the problem rather than the other person. You need to embrace challenges in difficult times. Get out your comfort zone and look at those as opportunities. This is a chance to prove yourself and use it as a testing ground. So you're going against bigger and better competition. You need to get excited for that. You get a chance to see how good you are, see what you've been working on can actually be useful. You can prove that you belong on this level and that you're legit. Go ahead and mentally prepare yourself for this to be a fight. Prepare yourself for the struggle and know that it won't come easy. The sooner you get yourself prepared for the fight and know that it won't be a breeze or a walk in the park, you won't be as shocked when the fight happens and you do get punched in the mouth. So you go in planning to blow this team out, you let your guard down, you skip over the details, and those details are things that make you a winner. But if you go in and you're ready with the mindset of playing the right way, that this team is going to give you their best shot and it's a chance that you will lose, then it won't faze you if it's a close game or a blowout. Thinking, what if I win? What if I am right? You can't let yourself lose the mental game before you even play. Just because you're the underdog doesn't mean you have to feed into that and say you're just going to lose anyway. Most times in that underdog situation, you're not expected to win. So if you lose, hey. But if you win, with being self-disciplined. Not only being self-disciplined in things you like, but the things that you don't like. Getting up at 5 or 6 and going for a run. Going to bed before 12 and getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Eating healthy. Consistently going to the gym and getting up extra shots. It's easy to do it every once in a while, a few times a week. Just doing it when you feel like it. It's easy to only hoop and not have to worry about going and training or practice. Just like it's easy to not really care about your diet. Eat junk food, do whatever you want. But to be real, that's having a weak and an average mindset. That's easy to do. But to mentally tough and strong, do it regardless of your feelings. Always take in mind to do one more. Do one more lap around. Just go one more session. Give it one more attempt. Just take that next step when you want to quit or when you want to stop. You never know when you can strike gold or a diamond or oil, whatever you're attracted to. This is a diet piece that feeds into number 7. When you want to stop and quit. When things get dark, when you aren't sure you can do it. Think on your past victories you had to help you get over and to take that one more step. So let's say you came back from being down 15 with 4 minutes left in the game. So now your mindset should be, well, why can't I do it again? If I did it once, I know I can do it twice. Now, these two are the most important and the foundational pieces that the rest of these few steps will build upon. And it's very important that you figure these out because the rest of them will be more clear to define and to decide on. First, you have to give a definition behind your identity, your values, and your character. Basically defining what your home base is. First, you have to know who you are. Are you a hardworking player? Are you an honest player, an honest person? Are you a smart player? Are you a shooter on the team? Are you a loving person? Do you see yourself as a leader? After you know who you are, study upon the actions. Study on those that are doing it. You're going to find out that hardworking players put in more work. The first to get there, the last to leave. They make excuses to go work out more, not work out less. If you're a shooter, guess what you do? Shoot or shoot. It's simple. You don't stop shooting because you don't feel it. You don't stop shooting because you're missing. You don't stop shooting because whatever other excuse you want to make. Shoot or shoot. Very simple. You play your game and you shoot. So let's think about all the great teams that we have. They all have identity. You think about the Warriors championship team. They were known for shooting, for ball movement, IQ, playing great defense. You think about these teams, no matter if they win or lose, they're going to play that way more times than not. Now, you have to have your vision. Where do you see yourself going? Who do you plan on becoming? When you have a vision, it's easy to see what steps you need to take or steps to avoid. You know playing at a high level means you need to eat healthy. So it's easy to be focused on eating more fruits and you will be candy and cake. You'll run more because you want to play the whole game. Things that people call sacrifices become easier to you because you understand that not doing it won't take you where you want to go. Now your home base is about who you are right now. You understanding your values, identifying who you are, that's who you are right now. That's the right now step. But your vision, that's about who you become. And both will challenge you to grow. But if you keep going with your mental toughness, you grow with your mental strength plus your mental diet, long term, you're going to be okay. You'll build those traits and become mentally tough. Now, like I said, think about mental toughness. This is a daily practice to build good habits. This isn't a thing where you're finally there and you're done working on it. It's a battle to keep going, to keep getting better, to stay there at that top level, even when new levels come at you. Take time to personalize all these steps for you. Know what your home base is, know what your vision is. Then see what areas of mental strength and mental diet need to grow and watch it develop. Find one area to become mentally tougher in and watch how it spreads to all your other areas. Thank you for watching. Now subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me on social media. Also, listen in and subscribe to my podcast where we go in a lot of different basketball topics. We try to give you a little bit of game on how to improve yourself on and off the court. Make sure you listen in. Drop an episode every week. Thank you.